Let's see. Notes on E protocol, most important first. Scavenger Eon's second note on the E protocol. I must say the Angel's memory was conveniently lacking a few important details. She didn't know a thing about the history before the Final War and about the old humankind. Is it because she's a weapon who doesn't need to know more than what is required for her mission? Well, they're not exactly great weapons if they keep failing their mission. All those meaningless deaths and failures. At this point, I really wanted to ask Mother Sphere herself what in the hell she's been doing the past few decades, or so to perfect her magnum opus, the E protocol. May your memories live on forever. May we find salvation. You don't think that's Mother Sphere's bullcrap? By the way, Scavenger Eon, for context, is the person who finds that one hideout on the moat or the wall of Old Zion in the Great Desert. He has that one room where there is one of those fish graffitis. You know, that's his final resting place. His hideout. I don't know. I didn't get to come up with anything new again. It starts to become more difficult with this game because this game's story is not as nuanced with its interesting and extremely convoluted bits as something like Nier Automata, for example. Like when I was playing Nier Automata, like even on my second full playthrough of all of the like 3 new game cycles back to back, like I was still coming up with so many things to say all the time. I could have easily done like 2 entire like cycles, if not even 3, and still come up with new stuff to say. Like it's just not the same like level of storytelling depth, you know? Like obviously this is much more straightforward, but you know, there's a lot of heightened like philosophical and psychological meaning with all of this then. That is interesting to, you know, pick apart, and for me to like explain and like give all of my different thoughts and all that. But then there's moments like this where, you know, nothing interesting actually picks up because there is nothing actually that like important about it, or so like what is it, like nothing that complicated about it that I haven't been correct before already on. So there's nothing more to say, you know. Like, this basically, it just concurs with what I've already said about this game's story. About, you know, the reasons as to why the A protocol members have to be so unbelievably, like, gullible and, like, not forgetful, but, like, gullible, curious, like, innocent, ignorant even, or like, innocent even, but mainly ignorant. That they have to be in order for their young minds to have this same kind of like upbringing, while having also like, you know, martial arts prowess and you know, close and high range prowess with their, you know, fighting capabilities, but then, you know, their cognitive and their psyche side being so like underdeveloped, you know, intentionally, so that they can develop those in Earth for however long they survive, and then their memory sticks are sent back to Mother Sphere, and she can continue to develop her Eve prototype's mind into something even more perfect with all of the knowledge that she's picking up, you know? Which is, of course, us. But once again, that's not anything new. That's just... If I cannot figure out anything new, then there's nothing new to say, you know? Our innovation is for the betterment of humanity, and the betterment of humanity is our way to innovation. Do you see the moon? The orbit elevator can be seen right below it, though it may look like just a little stick from here.